In this episode, I uncover 10 key questions that every fitness business professional should ask when they're trying to evaluate their side hustle ideas. These questions will help you to boost your chance of success while minimizing risk in business. Here are the 5 things you'll learn in today's episode. How urgency can determine the immediate success of your fitness side hustle. Why narrowing down your market size can help you to attract paying clients faster. How pricing potential and client acquisition costs are going to affect your long-term profitability, the importance of creating a unique offer and protecting it from being easily copied, and how to test and rank multiple ideas for your business before committing time and resources. Okay, so if you're listening to this, you've probably got a great idea for a fitness side hustle. It's all part of this pursuit you have for multiple income streams as a fitness pro. And personally, I am all for it. I think it's a great idea in the health and fitness industry where that idea or that badge of fitnesspreneur is displayed pretty proudly. And I know that you've probably got no shortage of ideas. And I know because I'm the same. I personally call them projects. They're side quests from your primary income stream. But all of these ideas lead to a problem. It's a good problem, but it's a problem. Which one should you choose? Now, the biggest mistake that I see people making when they're launching a new project is they simply launch the first half-decent idea they think of and they try to turn it into a business. But honestly, what are the chances that this is going to work? Out of the thousands of ideas that you'll have in the next few years, what are the chances that the very first idea will be the one that gives you the financial freedom you've always dreamed of? Tiny. The chances are tiny. It's like the chances of throwing a dart at a dartboard and hitting the bullseye on your very first attempt. The best way to hit a bullseye is to throw more darts. If you throw 100 darts, you'll probably hit the center with one of them. But what if we could increase the size of the bullseye? What if we could increase the chance of your business achieving success? What if you could test your business ideas before launching it, before you even actually build it, to grow the bullseye and increase the chance you're going to hit the center of the board? What if you could rank the potential of your ideas so you know which ones are most likely to succeed before spending time and money on them? Well, you can. And you can do it by asking 10 simple questions. 10 simple questions you can ask before you spend a second of your time or a cent of your money on trying to turn that idea into a business. Now, in his book, The Personal MBA, the author Josh Kaufman gives us 10 ways to evaluate a market. What I've done is I've adapted these into the 10 questions that a fitness business owner can ask to tip the odds of success for a future venture, a side hustle, a project in their favor. Now, I've spoken about this book before in an episode of the Business of Fitness podcast called The Only 5 Reasons Your Fitness Business is Failing. Check that out if you're interested to hear more. Okay, let's look at these 10 questions, and I'll give a few examples from the fitness industry for each to help you understand how we can apply them and how you can apply them to test your new idea. Question 1, urgency. How urgent is the need for the service you're providing? If the level of urgency is high, your business will experience success sooner. And for something that's starting as a side hustle, immediate success, or at least signs of success, is going to be really important because it gives you the feedback you need to turn this idea into something a little bit bigger. For example, a treatment program for diabetes or osteoporosis has a high level of urgency. So does a body transformation program for brides-to-be or a pre-season sports program. A gym membership that caters to general population maybe isn't quite as urgent. Question number 2, market size. How big is your potential market? Now, this is an interesting one because generally speaking, the bigger the market, the more people who will pay you money. But if you make the common mistake of trying to create a service for everyone, you'll find that it's too general and it's not actually specific enough to solve a narrow problem and attract paying clients. But you do need to make sure your market is big enough to sustain your idea. For example, short, high-intensity, small group exercise classes run at lunchtime in the CBD has a large potential market. Those same classes, that same format in a small country town, probably doesn't have the same potential market size. All right, question 3 to ask to see if your idea has legs. Pricing potential. How much are people prepared to pay for your service? So many of the fitness business owners I mentor come to me with business ideas, but they collapse when you actually start to run the numbers. Many ideas just aren't financially viable. If people aren't prepared to pay enough money, the return on the effort's going to be so low that you're actually better off trying a different idea. If we look at the example of an intensive and all-inclusive exercise, health, nutrition, coaching service in a high-earning suburb, it's probably going to attract a high price point, but people will pay a lot less for access-based gym membership. Question 4, cost of client acquisition. What does it cost to acquire new clients for this business idea? Now, this is a big one. Generally, if your business attracts more customers, it will be successful. But attracting customers will cost you time, it will cost you money, it will cost you effort. If we look at the example of after-school exercise classes on the school's oval for secondary school students, it's probably got a pretty low acquisition cost. But on the other hand, trying to build relationships with health professionals to refer to your business is probably going to drain a lot of your resources. It will cost you a lot more time and money per client. All right, question 5, cost of value delivery. How much does it cost to deliver the service you're providing? It doesn't matter how much people are prepared to pay. If it costs you a lot of money, time, or effort to provide a service in an ongoing capacity, your profits will be very low. The overheads, for example, of a modern, fully equipped gym with multiple staff are really high. It costs a lot to run this business model. On the other hand, online coaching and programming with well-built systems has a very low ongoing cost of delivery. All right, question 6, uniqueness of offer. How unique is your idea and how easy is it for other people, other business owners, to copy your idea? Now, this is one of the very first things I work on with the fitness business owners I mentor. To be successful in business, you either have to be 10 times better than your competition or you have to be different. And it's a lot easier to be different than it is to be 10 times better. Now, this is called a blue ocean strategy. And it's not enough to be unique. You also need to have a moat around your unique idea to stop other people copying it. I spoke about this blue ocean strategy in episode 55 of the Business of Fitness podcast, the 19 ways to get more gym clients. Check that out if you're interested to learn more about this strategy. Now, examples of uniqueness of offer. Maybe a personal trainer who also has a psychology degree and an interest in pediatrics is a unique combination that's going to be pretty hard to replicate in the market. There's a decent moat around that idea. However, functional training classes are common. They are easy to copy. They're not unique. And again, you either have to be 10 times better or different. It's easier to be different than it is to be 10 times better. Question 7, speed to market. How long will it take you to build a business that can start earning? When you're testing the viability of your side hustle idea, time is your biggest enemy. If it takes you 12 months for your business to start earning and it doesn't work like you'd hoped, you could have tested a lot of other ideas in the same time. If you're already working as a PT, it's very quick and very easy to test something like partner-assisted stretching sessions with your current clientele. Speed to market is short, but speed to market may be a lot longer on opening, for example, a recovery center, which is a much bigger time sink. Question 8, upfront investment. How much will it cost you to build a business that can start earning? Most of the businesses I see that fail financially, they're due to a big upfront investment, an investment before the idea has been properly tested. And that's really hard to recover from in the long term. For example, offering programming for family and friends using a Google spreadsheet has startup costs close to zero. But if you build a custom state-of-the-art programming app, it could end up costing you tens of thousands of dollars. Question 9, to ask yourself when considering a new fitness business idea. Upsell potential. What is the upsell potential of the idea? Now, a good way to earn more money from an existing customer base is to identify what related products or services they are already spending their money on, then offering them in-house. People may as well be spending money with you. They may as well be buying from you as opposed to someone else. Something like a sports-specific strength and conditioning program, it offers a lot of opportunities to sell things like supplements, equipment, sports psychology services, whereas exercise classes for over 60s in the local community don't have as many upsell options. And our final question, question 10, continuing effort. How much ongoing work will this idea require to continue generating income? We have finite time. Everything we do has an opportunity cost. If we say yes to one idea, we're saying no to everything else. So if you enjoy the process of building and testing new ideas, be wary of building a business with a high opportunity cost that chains you down to that one idea. If you can build a system that allows you to make individualized nutritional recommendations, it can take a lot of work up front, but very little to continue. On the other hand, a full roster of PT clients where you can earn a set amount per hour requires you to trade your money for time. The only way you can earn is by giving away your time. So those are the 10 questions to ask yourself to identify if your business idea is a good idea. Again, those 10 questions to ask. Urgency. How urgent is the need for the service you're providing? Market size. How big is your potential market? Pricing potential. How much are people prepared to pay for your service? Cost of client acquisition. What does it cost to acquire new clients? Cost of value delivery. How much does it cost to deliver the service you're providing? Uniqueness of offer. How unique is your idea and how easy is it for people to copy your idea? Speed to market. How long will it take you to build a business that can start earning? Upfront investment. How much will it cost to build a business that can start earning? Upsell potential. What is the upsell potential of the idea? And continuing effort. How much ongoing work will this idea require to continue generating income? Now, Josh Kaufman, the author of the Personal MBA, who I took a lot of these ideas from, suggests scoring each question on a scale of 1 to 10. He says that if your total cumulative score is 50 or below, move on to a new idea. If the score is between 50 and 75, the idea has potential, but it is going to take a lot of hard work, time, and money. Maybe move on to something a little easier. There are so many ideas out there, so many easier ideas out there. You need to find a business that you can roll downhill instead of one you have to push uphill. Now, if you score over 75, you might just be onto something. Invest the time into building a minimal, viable product to test the idea with a real market. Being an entrepreneur is exciting. The ability to be in control of our future and be genuinely in love with the process of creating, testing, and building is such a privileged position that we get to be in. Generating ideas will never be your problem. Your problem, is deciding which of those ideas to pour your valuable time into. And if you can spend half an hour asking yourself the questions that I've explored today, you're setting yourself up to make sure your next idea is your best idea. Here are your action steps. Ask yourself the 10 questions for your top 3 current side hustle ideas. Use a scoring system on a scale of 1 to 10 for each factor to test multiple business ideas and then focus on the most promising one. And finally, build a minimal viable product for the highest scoring idea so you can test it in the real world. Now, if you enjoyed today's episode, you'll also enjoy some of the following. They're some of my most popular articles and podcasts on topics similar to this one. You can check out my episode, The 4 E's, a framework to build fitness businesses. Have a look at a strategy guide to generating multiple income streams for fitness professionals. Check out 8 crazy fitness business models to boost your profits. Take a look at ranking the most profitable fitness business models. And finally, the true cost of running a fitness business, your real hourly rate. Those are some of my most popular articles and podcasts. You can check out the articles at dwbc.au. And of course, check out all of those podcast episodes on the Business of Fitness podcast.